We're going down the Harnds Road. Yes, Harnds knives. Handy for life, hardy for survival. Harnds knives. And this crazy looking knife, what is it called? It's called the Beak, B-E-A-K. 14C28 and 3-inch blade, 8 inches overall, 3.6 ounces, green G10, and it's got an axis lock. Yes, it does, just like that. So you can kick it open, middle finger flick, thumb flick, however you want to do, or just run it on the axis like that. When they're talking about a 3-inch blade, they're talking about cutting edge here, folks. 14C28N. Have we tested any of these? Yes, we have. Is that 2.87 inch? Yeah, cutting edge. But you get back to a bolster here, folks. You're at 3.5 inches, 90 millimeters all day long, and it's 8 inches overall at 20 centimeters. Yes, it is. And let's get back behind the thumb studs for a 3 millimeter, 3.1 millimeter at 0.12 and half-inch thick at 12.7 millimeters. So, what do we got and how heavy is it? And then we'll start playing with it because it's kind of cool, really. We could take the front scale off and look, but I think I know the setup on the axis lock stuff. I've done a few. Deep carry pocket clip. Did you notice that? Right hand or left hand. Notice the hardware? Nice and flush, not the button top, button head, whatever you want to call them, screws. Lanyard hole is tubed. Grams, 101, close to 102. Roll it around 2 ounces. 3.58 ounces. Not that heavy. Middle finger, flick it right out. Do you think you can come up here? I think you can. Real easy. Look at that. You got jimping. Just, it could use a little bit more jimping, like clear around here. I'm just kidding you. It's got jimping here. It's got jimping here. Jimping here, jimping here, jimping here, and jimping there. You need some more jimping? Well, do it yourself, because that's all the jimping you're going to get. But that should be enough. Will a knife be a knife? Okay. Crazy looking blade, isn't it? But sharp. 14C28N steel. So somebody's going to ask me, hey, have you ever tested the 14C28N steel on the Harnds knives? And the answer is absolutely we have. Test batch 28, it's already up and been published. And yes, what knife did we have on there that was 14C28N? We had the Harnds Assassin, the pre-clip series. And this, you can see it not only got PMI'd, but it got Rockwell twice there. 61 HRC. Okay? And then my buddy Rolf, who did the testing, also has one of these, the Harnds Wind. Gorgeous little gentleman folder. Comes in all different colors. 14C28N. He's just sent me a picture of his. 61 HRC. Yes, it's all good to go. Ceramic bearings. I took this one apart. Ceramic bearings. Now, I don't know what this has got. If this has just got washers, I'm thinking probably. That's what they usually do when you go to an axis lock situation. But yes, it's sharp out of the box. Yes, interesting, you can get way up on here. Yes, looks like a nightmare to sharpen to me. And thank God I've got a curved rod with my KME because it's going to take that. Reverse grip. It's all right. It's nothing great, but it'll work. Ergos, otherwise, I'm struggling. I'm backing up back in here to hold it like this. This is just natural and comfortable, okay? This, I'm sitting way back behind the blade. Too far back here. So, yeah, I'm not excited about that. This I'm excited about. Yes, I can feel this. It's definitely got control here. Interesting, comes in different colors. Maybe the lime green might have been a little wild for a choice here, but it's very optic, that's for sure. Satin blade. Super inexpensive. Check them out on White Mountain Knives. I mean, I think the most expensive one I bought, which is the Wolverine here, and this is, this is contoured, multi, colored G10 and all that goodies, and this sucker was a whopping, God, $37, I think, before discount. Okay, I think this is right at $30 to $33, something like that. So you're Ganzo territory basically with free shipping. So how crazy is that? I don't know if you can take this off, and I haven't tried to. And that might be interesting when we do this disassembly, or at least partial disassembly. Where's my balance on this knife? Woo, 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 woo. Okay, my balance is right here, right. I have to really creep up right here into this area for the balance, right there. Design is interesting. So how do we get blade for the handle? And we got plenty. Nah, you don't want to put more blade in there than that. And the flow is nice. Actually, design flow is nice. Very grippy G10 here. Check out the texturing. And it's open design, easy to clean. Look at the standoffs. Look at how many screws I'm going to have to take out of here. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3. Pivot. Ouch. But, yeah, the beak. Yeah, I kind of get where they got the name on this thing. Crazy looking knife, isn't it? Kind of nice machined look on the pivot, though, and you got your little emblem in here. But talk about insanity, right? With the Wolverine and the Wind and the Assassin. Now featuring a pocket clip. The previous Assassin didn't have one, if you haven't been keeping up. But and time for monster number 1. The Warrior, which is not in Sandvik steel. It's in D2. And yes, it tested at a 60.3. I think that's the dot. Or maybe the dot's over here. Yeah. Yeah, the dot's right at the end right there. 60.3. And yes, it's real D2. No, I haven't checked the blazer yet. How crazy is this knife? It's a monster as well. Over 9 inches. I mean, this sucker here is 9 inches. Okay? But this is slender and much lighter to carry. This is a 9-inch knife. How big do you think this is? Any guesses? It's just a huge monster. And it's next to nothing. That is 4-inch blade and then some down here. Back of the bolster, 4 1/4 up here. A little over 4. Oh, 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches. I was telling you, the Assassin's 9. Hold on. Okay. It's 8.85 or some like that. Okay. So not quite a full 9, and like 3.8, 8.8, 3.8 blade, 8.8 overall. Looks tiny compared to the Blazer. It's just this thing's fatter than, I don't know. It's fat. This is disgusting. That's too bad. I got to get somebody make this thing tip up carry. Although it comes with a really nice belt holster. And if I paid $30 for it, that's about all I paid. I mean, it's just insane. 9CR18. I haven't checked that one yet, so I'm going to check the HRC on that. Let's get these guys out of the way. We're talking about Mr. Beak here. So let's see if we can bust the beak. Always love to get into it when you got the axis lock stuff, because you got spring and all kind of thing. Let's start taking screws out of this. 1, 2, gee, wouldn't it be nice if they had about 3 or 4 more screws in there? Jeez, why stop at 3? 3. So, will this come off? Well, you got this little tube coming through here for the lantern, so it's going to do a spider coat thing on me. It's going to be not so easy to pull that off. And there it is. There's the tube right there that goes between them. Pulling the Spyderco Cha-Cha on me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's where this steel insets. Okay, so there you go. You got the spring, and it wraps around here. It's typical setup. See how that spring pokes right into the side here and wraps around? Okay. There's the spring. Gone. Got a D-shaped pivot here. Let's take a look inside, and no, these are not bearings. These are bronze washers, and if I took this side off, all you're going to see is a bronze washer. The flip side is the same that I can tell, because this is not going to kick loose without taking this scale off from this side. And I don't want to. But that'll give you a good idea of how this is set up. But just, you know, this is typical for the way an axis lock works. Put this right back around here. Slide it right in. And we're all good to go. Not a problem. Snap it back right into place. Snug that down. And these look the exact same length, so it don't matter. We're all good. We're all centered. Feels good. Nice action. Check this out. Yeah, you can take this off. Bang. Drop it, drop it. There's your threads. There's the tube it goes into. If you want the beak without the tweak, you can do that too. And I kind of like it that way. All right, I'm going to let you go. Harnds knives. Interesting. Budget friendly. They can be huge. They can be sleek. They can be D2. They can be small gent carry. They can be 9CR18 monsters. But so far, they've all tested true to steel, and had great Rockwell numbers. Take care. I'm going to leave you go. Ganzo competition with the 14C28N? Maybe so, my friends. Maybe so. And you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.